UNSC report to Office of Naval Intelligence, 2481. Restoration of the ancient dreadnought is underway. I understand it dates back to the Human-Foreigner War before the array's activation. That is technology we can use, and I think Zarklan's battle group could use a new flag vessel. Reports of the URF repairing a foreigner Dyson sphere is concerning. I understand we have located a vast science station of the same origin. Perhaps we could do some restoring of our own. Edge report. Hi guys, Tom from Project T here, and welcome back to Stellaris Responsibilities Mantle. It is the 2480s, and two more episodes until we are facing the full brunt of the crisis in the flood. So let's make this count and wrap up this war with the rebel front, shall we, very quickly. So yeah, last time that was happening, we are at war with the United Rebel Front, because once again the Banished are getting rather expansion happy. Right as I was about to try and take out some Leviathans as well, which I did take out one Leviathan. We took out the automated Dreadnought, which we are in the process of rebuilding and turning into a Titan for our own usage. As you can see, that should be done in 87 months. Once that is done, we can then continue getting improved battleship hulls. 57 months, we get naval capacity up again. 3 months for an improved planetary shield generator. So, in regards to our war, we currently have a few systems occupied in the Sankheili space. We'll come back to those later. Zarklan's battle group is pressing in for their easternmost territories, while the Envoy and Banished have been pushing in on the western front. So this should be wrapped up fairly quickly. A science ship that's not doing anything here. Ah, you were after the elusive whatever, weren't you? Do you have anything you could be doing right now? Not particularly. You can head back to, I think you were over Earth. Yes, you were over Earth. You can head back and help with the research. Go on, bugger off. In terms of the galactic community, we are currently the Envoy trying to repeal cooperative research channels. I don't want that, so I've kind of just made a trade deal to get some favors from the Envoy to get them to vote against their own bloody thing, which, you know, is always an amusing circumstance. With the Federation, we are still making very slow progress, but it is progress nevertheless. So, we need to do a war, continue on, finish up the Rebel front as quickly as we can, and then continue to build up our fleets to the best of our ability. Battle Group Omega 2 is our next priority, you know, as well as the little Colossus we are in the process of building. First station engaged and immediately wiped out. Very nice. Okay, so moving on from here, we have 2 fleets potentially available. Battle Group Tango. Where's this fleet going? Trying to see where they're heading. They seem to be at the station for now. Alright, I'm going to hop down through this territory here, Gatra, then see what that fleet does, I think. And while we're catching up to that fleet, it seems the Banished are also moving in on a fleet of their own. So they've got this in the bag, the station's only half their strength.
Engaging hostile forces.
They also caught out one of their assault armies, which is pretty good. A bit fitting seeing a bunch of Phoenix-class ships go up in smoke, but, you know, they're controlled by the rebels and all that. Meanwhile, Zarklan's, I'm pretty sure, has just succeeded. Yes, it has. Alright, continue heading up here. Take out that station, which I'm pretty sure is one of their shipyards. Alright, we have ourselves our planetary barriers. What do we want next? Looks like there's nothing particularly great. So more energy credits, why not? Also, these cheeky fuckers have jumped in. why we were heading up there.
Spaceport under fire.
Looks like we're going to have to move back around after we take this system. What are things like over here? So okay, so it's a pretty sizable station, though it doesn't have any defensive platforms. Their mistake, I suppose. Ah, if I recall, wasn't this the Prickatee? Yeah, this was the Prickatee system, way back when. That was a long time ago. Back during their old conflict. There we go. Look at this star. There's a molten world right by it. It's rather close to the sun, isn't it? Well, I mean, not surprised there's more. I'm surprised there's a planet there at all. There should be nothing. Either way, I'm guessing we're heading back around. I'm heading back this way. I want to intercept this way, and then I'm going to head back in, make sure there's just no forces that are going to sneak up behind us and take out more systems. Ah, and I was talking about the Carcassor earlier. Success! As the quantum supercomputer hummed to life, it began changing every mention of the elusive Carcassor to a pre-generated description at a rate of hundreds of millions of times per second, leaving absolutely no chance for the creature to adapt itself. What's more, just a few hours after the machine was turned on, a creature matching its generated description was secured in a remote rural area of Galsa-Posk. As far as our scientists can tell, the creature did not originate in our dimension or even our universe, but was somehow transported here by unknown means. Wherever it hails from, it is a place ruled by perception rather than physics, explaining its supernatural abilities. When it was displaced, it gained a physical form but did not lose its original powers. We can learn much from the Carcassor, but it is unlikely that we'll be able to use its exotic aspects to some degrees it does. To the same degrees it does. What should we focus on? Should we get lots of physics research and... that's it. We need to redefine our species in our nation. The model of trustworthiness opinion modifier towards us. Or let's transform drudgery into thrills. Which will add the refined productivity trait, which gives plus 10% mineral production, plus 10% energy production. Ooh, that's tempting. I mean, that's just a quick boost. That's ultimately irrelevant. I'm already doing pretty well, so let's... yes! More energy, more minerals. I think that's worth it. Apparently the war just came to an end. Interesting. They made peace with the Banished. I guess we must have got into the positive. The Banished took 7 systems. Oh yeah, they have. They took all of this. That's quite a sizable chunk. The Sword Helios took a couple systems up here as well, leaving this system isolated right on the border of the L cluster. And we got human refugees on Onyx and Galsa-Posk as well. Interesting. Ah, very good. The Senate has voted and failed the resolution. That's just what I wanted. And would you look at that, at long last we have the alloys necessary. Construct the Colossus. Oh, come on. They just don't have a bloody break, do they? Well, I'm gonna let that tick out just while I let Zarklans go in and deal with this system here, which has just a bunch of shit I wanna destroy. And then I suppose we can go and impose ideology, which would be the end of it, I guess. And, you know, destroy their federation. So, I suppose it would be beneficial. We have discovered a large number of unfriendly vessels of unusual design patrolling the Rubicon system, which is filled with old battle debris. Provisionally named Rubiconids, they appear to be primarily concentrated around a dense asteroid belt as they are protecting something. Alright, we're going in. Fortunately, they're level 3 for the most part. Let's have a look at our thing. The construction is concluded of the new gateway in the Strakless system. Hallelujah, we got the new gateway. But for now, let's just focus on what's going on here. There's a lot of fleets, but they're all small. So we definitely outnumber them. There we go, there's another one. Time project, yes I know. A lot of automated mining drones and shit. Oh, we lost something. We lost two somethings. I'll give it to them, they're putting up a fight. One of our ships has also retreated, several of them have. We lost two destroyers in the midst. Fortunately, they're down to just the dregs. Alright, go on. It's about time out. Let's go. At least once I finish with this. We've got a bunch of fighters over there. I can see attacking that station. But now, in comes the rest of the fleet. Shame we lost some vessels, but nothing we can't replace. So pick a station, same as before. It's those bloody RP beams that did it. But there we go. Oh, and our lord is dead. That's a shame. Huh. Looks like we've got a fight over here. The Megeklo colonies are sent in a single battleship against this station. And they're equally matched. We'll see how that goes. Huh. And since they have themselves an AL gate, I think we'll send in Battle Group Terminus
completed.
Down here just to start getting the ball rolling a bit. Might as well. I mean, it has an Infinity class supercarrier now. Might as well flex it a bit. I think it's the first time we'll have an Infinity class supercarrier engage in active operations. There they go. Engaging. 6.9 station. And that strategic coordination center they're trying to make. Then this is a very good target to have, I think. There we go. Maybe. How much would it cost to claim? First, did they give him a self? 135? Sure, let's do it. Seems we have on ourselves another tradition and a relic activation. So, to boldly go, okie dokie, only one more, I can finalize the Ascension perks. And you, head of our clan, of course, get some reinforcements in now. And we've sent in our marines to take the first planet. We've got some Hornets, Cyclops, Spartan 2s on the field, Gauss Hogs. So our Cyclops are going to have to pull back in a minute or be wiped out. Either way, we've got that pretty much handled. We've also got a bunch of orbital support. Zarklan's battle group is finally approaching its destination. We'll go down here. We'll also liberate NUS, which got taken. Battle group Terminus is on its way just to mop up some of these systems, and I'll send them up from the south. We'll take out the Megeklo colonies first, then I'll send our forces to assist down here with the Mantle responsibility, which has the bigger fleets right now, so it's the bigger threat. The Zarklan's battle group has finally entered the fray. So head up there, then head up to NUS, and it looks like the Ongo have also sent in their own ships as well, so that will help us out. Alright, in they come. I think this planet's taken too much damage. No, look, 9% or 13% devastation. So we should free them for long. Station's ours again. Now the fleet, which is just a single ship. There we go, it's fallen. Meredith is gone already. T has been captured, and by the looks of it, yeah, they've already had assault armies go down. So their homeworld's gone, so let's continue onwards. Moving in on the next planet, it's only 1.1k. The Megeklo colonies have made a bit of a push into Ongoy space. It looks like they're sending some vessels to deal with that. Either way, once our clans has continued going around, we'll also send that fleet in to deal with the issue. Looks like we're about to get reinforcements for our clans at long last as well. Very close to, anyway. Alright, where do I want you to go next? Just head down there, continue on around. Just keep this going. Got a battle over here between the Yanmi and the Ungor. They sent reinforcements to T. Looks like the Yanmi are going to lose the fight. However, the Ungor... Oh, they did send in reinforcements and they immediately buggered off again. What are you playing at, you fools? But the Dreadnought has been repaired. This is a momentous day. Our skilled repair crews and engineers have finished their work on the ancient Dreadnought we disabled in the Euripus system. The massive warship has received its full crew complement and has been declared ready for service after conducting space trials. What does that give us? 9 point... Look. What is your complement? Level 5 everything. Level 3 plasma cannons. Point defense. Decent impulse thrusters. I'm just wondering who you should join. I mean, yeah, I could have them join Zarklan's battle group potentially. That could work. Ah, and would you look at what's here? The UNSC Kingmaker. Athens class. A big vessel now sitting over Reach. Alright, we've gone ahead and we've intercepted their largest fleet as it's trying to take a new Karnak world. Can't be having that. So they're trying to retreat. No, you don't. And we've got our Titan with us this time. How are we doing? We've yet to lose any vessels. Their fleet's getting torn apart. So one of our escorts is getting a tad bit damaged. There we go, it pulled out. Very good. Meanwhile, their fleet is falling like flies. A lot of them retreated, but several were destroyed. And we didn't lose a single one. We came close, got a bit of damage here and there, but overall, a successful engagement. And would you look at that, our final tradition is in. And that gives us an Ascension perk. What shall we get? We can make ourselves telepathic, potentially. Will give us access to the Shroud. So the flesh is weak, which would give robot upkeep, pop assembly speed, and enhancement. Nah, I don't think we'll do that. Kinetic engineering, that's fine. Starbase capacity has never been a problem for us. Starbase damage, starbase hull point, defense platform hull points, defense platforms. Tempting, considering we're going to be on the defensive pretty soon. Unities now irrelevant, aside from as relics, but still. Executive vigor, edict capacity. We're already good for Empire Sprawl, so it's not a massive deal. Transcendent learning, shared destiny. What other ones we haven't done yet? Synthetic evolution, which should make us robots. Don't want to do that. Transcendence. Full psionic potential. World Shaper, Voidborn. Master Builders, Galactic Wonders. That will allow us to build certain things, but we need Mega Engineering, which I'm going to be getting pretty soon. Arcology Project, Xenocompatibility, which is interbreeding. We need gene tailoring. Alright, so out of the ones we have here, honestly I'm pretty tempted for Eternal Vigilance. All things considered. Either that or Mind over Matter, but we've never really been much into telepathy, have we? We have a couple of telepathic individuals. And I don't want to turn us into robots either, so yeah. I think I'm gonna go for... where was it? Eternal Vigilance? Just, you know, get our defense up and about. And that brings us to 2492. I overran by a month, but oh well. This was a relatively productive episode. We have nearly finished our little war here. They're on minus 68. The molecular colonies has been completely taken over. It's just we need to head in and finish off the Mantle responsibility who are still hanging in there. It's our clan's battle group with their brand new Titan UNSC Victorious. It's gonna grab this little bit of space down here, then head back up and tackle Foreigner Genesis, and all of their central territorial fleets are still keeping that war score from going where we need it to go. Battle Group Terminus is already head back to Terminus, where they're going to stick around for the time being. And in the background, we have done some pretty good bloody upgrades. Battle Group Omega 2 is just about to completely reinforce to maximum 210, so that's now a pretty decently powerful fleet. And the same is now about to happen to Battle Group Sierra, which has been one of our smaller fleets for a long time, but now I'm getting it battleships, it's a Titan. It's the only fleet that doesn't have a Titan right now. So that will be next to go. Our fleet strength overall is right now 346,000 power. So we should be in a pretty decent place by the end of next episode when the problem arrives. Because the problem is going to arrive. Also, our cohesion changed again because some of the vassals got absorbed and that changed the status quo, so that's pretty annoying. I don't think we're going to hit level 5 by the time our foe arrives, but oh well, it's not necessarily needed. We've got ourselves our Colossus ready to go and wipe out any flood infestations on planets. Since the Megakilo colonies are going to get a new government with our ethics, they should probably end up joining the Reclamation pretty soon as well, and then we'll focus on trying to do the diplomacy with the Mantle responsibility. So by the end, they should join, Megakilo colonies should join. The United Front are going to continue being the problem child, but that's just the RF in general, isn't it? So, all in all, we should be in a very good position for the Flood, depending on where exactly the Floods spawn. Because, I mean, if they spawn right here, then we're going to be having problems. Whereas if they spawn down, say, in the URF territory straight here, well, that's their problem. We can quarantine them in pretty effectively. In terms of Galactic Community, I had to get some more favors in, that's why my influence is so low, but Integrated Gardens, so that should get down diplomatic weight from economy, and since, you know, I've never been particularly high on the economic agenda, that might cause the Envoy to fall a bit, and us to rise. That's why I'm trying to get that through. Council size 1, I need to get that opposed. And not really much here I really need to support. There's going to be a lot of opposition for the time being. Tech-wise, we are finally researching mega engineering, which means we will be able to finish off this strategic coordination center once we've taken the vortex here, and also we will be able to, I think it was in Blue Hawk system? No, it was in the Black Hole system. We'll be able to repair the Science Nexus and get ourselves a bunch of science, which would be very nice indeed. More army damage and a particle lance are also on the way. I'm just getting that to unlock any future tech that it might be blocking off. You know, do some catching up on certain technologies, because the game is counting me pretty far behind because a lot of my technologies have been modded stuff rather than, you know, vanilla stuff, so it doesn't count it quite the same, but yeah, it's not the biggest deal in the world. But one final episode. At the end of next time, I'm going to be heading to this console here, and I'm going to be starting the sequence to spawn the Flood. I'm not waiting for it to pop, I'm doing it. 24/99 December. Let's enjoy the calm while it lasts, because it's not going to. So, thank you all so very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Sarah.